It's been a while, isn't it?
You got a dice, yeah?
We're streaming for me. Isn't this like a great way of plugging a side channel? This is not going to end up on a side channel. This is for Digimon content. But yeah, we're gonna be watching the Duke's Gaming Regionals. That microphone is cooked, but that is all right. We're gonna have that nice and low. Or we'll end up putting music. One of the two. You guys can kind of like help me figure that out. But yeah, thanks to Duke's Gaming for letting me do the co-stream for this. We're gonna close chat because chat is never to be trusted, and we're gonna be kind of like casting it because they don't have casters. They've actually got player microphones, which bold decision. We would never do that at Fanboy for reasons. But no, I really dig their like setup. The fact that they've got like a semi-official feeling, kind of like two-sided playmat, really sick. Player cams. Yo, is that my boy Mr. Nice Tie and Mr. Tricks, who is potentially on the sticks? I don't see Jamie. Maybe he did die last night. People that were checking the Discord, they would have seen that his ass was in trouble. Yeah, I think we don't fully know when the round starts. But yeah, the setup's really nice. Either something's like just been unplugged with the microphone, or that is where like not the budget ran out, but that's where like the like final like check for the system finished. Because yeah, getting this running smoothly over OBS is nice. Round one gonna be starting, and it looks like we got Adventure. We're gonna be open passing, or are you a player that? Yeah. A player that spends the memory first, which is correct, technically. I know a lot of people reveal the action, pay the memory. And here it is, Royal Knights. Yeah, TJ, really solid Knights player. You can already see their finalist stamp, but slow start from them as well. Just getting the cool boy down nice and early. Professional podcast host, Thomas NT. Nice talk. And we got Mistad Tricks, but honestly, Rookie and then Mimi Joe, not that bad. Yeah, just having to check what each one does because that removal could, in theory, go crazy. It probably won't from here. From an empty board, yeah, getting a Jesmon down nice and early. This represents a free damage. Are you a player with a token? Yeah, that's a token. Oh, well. The Ricky Martin token, that's your proof that you went to the Glasgow Regional. We also got the Ricky Martin token. So has the stream just died whilst I looked away to go summon Ricky Martin and the stream died? Are we back? Gang, that's concerning. Am I back? Ah, okay. Well, that happens. That does happen. Chat, am I still alive or is it me? Like, is it me? It says we have internet. Are there other channels live on Twitch? Is my internet working? Yeah, okay, cool.
Oh, he went for it.
Yo, let's go, Lima.
Double jump.
Ah, he's still living this actually. Oh, nice footstool. Okay, I see you. This is only the pre-local. This isn't even Kagaribi. And we're back. Goodbye.
Yeah, no, I played one for this. I'll pass you on 1, 2.
Hmm. We will be so back. So true. As soon as it runs a bit more smoothly. What we're gonna try and do is we're gonna try and piece together different pieces of the game. Because I need this to come back.
Maybe a little more of like PM Snake. I think the tranquilizer that they added was really cool. He played very well.
I mean, this is what happens. This is one of the reasons that Fanboy doesn't do streams for its like locals. Trust me, I would love to stream. I would love to stream. Give me that like Eagle's Nest vibe. We just get some streamers streaming. But yeah, no, we do recording because our internet just straight up don't work. The live Smash segment should be the thumbnail. Facts. Okay, so looking at the board state, we see a very reasonable amount of tamers. I think I'm a bit concerned that maybe we're running out of, like, we don't have 4s. But, I mean, this, as far as things go, looks pretty good. And things got significantly worse. Get the 3 back because we have the full tree. And we're going to take Oryukan Ace. So, just looking at the board state with Oldo Mecha and Lord Knight, that means that we will be at, like, that's damage that you can get back. Surprisingly, not a lot of security taken. And not using the Omeka that, like, threatens defensively here. We're just putting bodies on the board. Started making going to gain 1 off the Mimi and Joe. And then it's the brothers that give rush. So Adventure's in a good spot here. They do have to effectively clear a lot of tokens. But if we can get the Zudo here, it's actually pretty big. The Zudo could be what we need to start actually answering these. Obviously, the token doesn't have a level. Has my... Is this... Why is the horizontal chat not the... Is this just like the wrong horizontal chat? Why has it not got the YouTube audience going? I mean, oh, you know what? It's because I probably don't normally co-stream or like dual stream with the YouTube audience. So that's probably why I haven't got it. Let me set that up because now that we're actually doing not the podcast on the YouTube, normally I just be streaming on Twitch. Now that we've got not the podcast, I could probably actually get that integrated. But nothing to de-digivolve. So Angelmon is going to be like a nice play to try and set up for more, but I just don't know that you actually... Oh, we are going to commit the Melga. Bot deck at level 4, then for each 2 colors can add to it. We've got yellow, purple, blue, green, so we can snipe at level 9. So presumably Lord Knight goes here. Presumably you take Lord Knight out here. That's what makes the most sense to me.
get rid of a Lord Knight, the bottom of the deck. Okay.
Ain't no way we got a banner ad. All right. Yeah, once that sky ad goes. All right, yeah. Here comes the here comes the Omeka off of the body getting removed with the cool boy. But then we do get to Alliance.
The Melder then on tack can play a level
Get to play out the Gabumon.
have a chance to alliance now. So 12,
And then
15k. Yep.
15k is not that big. You kind of really want to get over 16.
Some alliance.
There we go.
And
Alliance.
no piercing or anything like that. With 2 checks.
So now we're going to take the block. Is going to put the Omeka under the big tree.
Put me at 3. Okay.
And now we're in
No blockers, possible acing.
no blockers, 1 ace is really all you have to kind of think about here. Looks like chat still ain't working. Cringe.
Really good to know right now. Okay.
Yeah, weird. Horizontal chat, where are you? Ah, that one's all the way up there. All right.
Take tick damage, so I will just into shadow and
okay, very nice.
minus 5k.
It's on redirect, the minus 5k.
Oh, I was not expecting Shadow Serafi Ace, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Alright, no time.
I don't think it was the correct. Yeah, I think maybe he thought that he would get it off the block, but because he'd alliance with the body, if he really wanted, I mean, obviously it wouldn't have kept him safe, but I think it would have been better for him to alliance with the Gabumon, so he could keep the Shadow Serafi. Or maybe have not committed the Shadow Serafi this game and saved it for game 2. That's definitely an unfortunate misplay, but it is what it is. Let's see if I can put a stroke around text, because the other horizontal one is just a little bit more readable.
Oh, sorry, yeah. That's just checking. I don't know if it's relevant. It may be. No, it's not.
Omnimon. All right, so I'm gonna gain that memory back and then get the guys out the clown car. This is effectively game. Minus 15. It is interruptive. So, I mean, we're going to overflow anyway, but the question is, can you Zudo? Did he sequence this correctly? Because it's play everything, give it rush. So obviously, even without declaring it, it's going to be rush. No Zudo to do any fun stuff.
I don't know if you carry on resolving or I do now. I've got a on deletion effect with the Sune.
Oh yeah. They're a bit stuck now. This is actually, Jim needs to now resolve his on delete. Because they changed how DP minus works with on delete specifically, where like you do proc the on delete off of the state check first, whereas before they went into pending. It was really, really weird. He can't evo on opponent's turn. I see. What a weird way for Twitch to do ads.
Did you get your ace overflow? I did not.
No, they have not claimed ace overflow, so that puts them to 5. Yeah, the only thing that could have maybe been good is if we got a Zudo out of this, then the Zudo would have been able to clear maybe the Oryuken ace. I love that none of the tokens read the same. They're all just different tokens from different games. Gain your Memchoir. In comes the Jess, and then Atharene Port for the first game. So yeah, I mean, clean start. Or a little bit wonky start, but like clean enough.
Don't worry about it, man. It's round 1. You can go first. Okay.
But yeah, as they're kind of saying, it is round one. This
No idea what he does. You'll show me when you get him, I guess.
it's one of those where you like people will play kind of wonky at the start. They've got to get a feel for everything. It takes a while. Like nerves in round one affect a lot of people. And honestly, if you can play your round one clean, you're kind of built different.
I have 4 of the same eggs. Yeah, so what you do is going second.
All right, chat should be slightly more readable now, and it does have both YouTube and Twitch people, so we in there. If you're an adventure player, like I don't know if you want to go first or second here. Also, I love that no matter where we go, adventure versus Royal Knight seems to be an eternal part of the game now. You will just be seeing that.
You ready? Yeah.
All right, I guess wanting to go second. Interesting. I don't know enough about the specifics of the matchup to know whether I would prefer to go first or second as the adventure player. I mean, I guess in theory you would hope they pass you a decent amount of memory, but I mean, opening Magnamon is pretty good as you can.
I learned from my mistakes.
So it's Digimon with adventure, and then is it card with adventure? All right, we're just gonna take the second BO. Unfortunate. So no real punish. Down comes Oryukin. Keep number small. We need to start seeing some tamers get developed. Oh. Yep. You want to get a swing in, but at what cost?
I would like to get a swing in. No, that's fair. I cannot be greedy.
Yeah, this seems like a slow hand. I think this is why they really, really, really wanted to like kind of keep it going. Yeah, there it is. One Digimon, one Tamer with adventure trait. I wasn't sure if I could pick up cards with adventure trait because that would kind of be on somewhat on brand.
I don't want to put it at the bottom. It's just easier to count that way. Is that alright?
I mean, you're in a good position regardless as the Royal Knights player. Not sure if it's just like an experience diff or generally, I mean, the deck seems to match up relatively favorably from what I've seen in like games that have been played. Not in testing. I have not tested either of these decks. But just from like watching games get played, it feels like at the very least, like with a lot of Royal Knights lists, it seems a bit more favored for Royal Knights. They have to work less. Okay, so it's modern tamer options. So basically, yeah. I wasn't sure if they would say cards you could get double pickup on Digimon. I think TJ might be standing low-key. Yeah, I think TJ might be standing. I don't think Jim is. It does look like... I mean, he could be, to be fair. Yeah, TJ is definitely standing. Bro's hitting that hungry box. He's chilling. Yeah, real old heads remember Curse Hungry Box, where he be hitting that stand up. Liquid Hungry Box don't got it like that anymore. That's how I need Clutch Box to come back. I need him to be standing up. It was good, Lamar. Yeah, okay. You know what? I respect it. I think standing's kind of peak. You know, think about all your favorite card game anime. You ever see Yugi taking a seat? The only time you ever see the players sitting down to play some cards is in 5Ds when they asses in motorcycles. Actually, maybe they did it like once in Vanguard. Yeah, you're right. Actually, those would have to be some crazy tool, crazy tool racks if he was sitting down. So we're going to see the Gallantmon swing in, just get that single check, and then a cool boy. Honestly, it's crazy how much more normal Royal Knights feels when you don't slam Jessamon turn 2 or turn 3. Like, this feels like normal Knights when you don't have, like, Atho Rene Poor just running it down mid. Yep, we're gonna make Crimson mode ace here. It does get the clear. It's a pretty feeble Crimson, but I think the main thing is that you get to keep the body on board. We were literally just talking about how Atho Rene Poor speeds up the game, but I mean, same thing here with the Crimson ace. It's not Royal Knights tags, so you're gonna get way more value out of it sticking around. This just looks good for him. Obviously, the option card's not going to get too much for him, but he's just in such a good position that I don't think Jim can pass over anything too major. He didn't draw for the tie, so he's going to be down a draw, but... Oh, right, yeah, he doesn't have enough colors. Like, both these tamers are white. Both these tamers are white, so the Melga actually doesn't do anything. We're just going to spend 3, and then now we have purple-yellow. I realized this went silent because I muted Twitch, but... Unmute. There we go. We should have audio again. Okay, also the new text looks a lot more readable on actual Twitch. It just looks tiny for me. All right. One of the Digimon may attack. So hitting the second option card is a bit squeaky. There's really not that many cards in trash, all things considered.
I'm gonna suspend both of my boys. Yeah.
Oh, medieval.
No one plays before. And then and then I'll pass,
Yeah.
and I'll reboot.
No target to vortex into. Honestly, I forget that Atho Rene Poor is a reboot blocker. I feel like some people do actually just forget that it's supposed to do that. Like it's literally a why would you not swing it kind of body. Especially when you recognize that your opponent's deck is like, you know, maybe a bit lower to the ground. It's one of those like, yeah, just run it. They can play a 5 cost, but after all effects resolve, Medieval Gaogamon is going to explode. Because activate the when Digivolving when a Digimon is played. Yeah, this just seems like a really difficult position to be in, because you have to effectively make Zudo. Yeah, you do. I feel like whatever line he does has to make Zudo, and I feel like we haven't seen that many of them.
We're gonna do it? Yeah, do it. Alright. So it's 1, 2, 3 for itself, which is white. 4, 5. Okay. I'm gonna say
Veemon down. 1, 2, 3. There we are.
Yeah. Because you said this is the card, right? Yeah. It's your turn.
Yeah, it's effectively Pseudo Ace.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, like you still have to get rid of the medieval rather than trying to get rid of the Crimson Mode Ace. Giving him the stare down. Do you want to activate Medieval Gallant? Do you?
yeah, we'll pop it.
All right, we're gonna pop it.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
Makes sense. And we have decoy as well. Decoy's only gonna work for deletion. The one thing that is, if he'd managed to come out, bro. Yeah, if he'd managed to come out, then maybe we might have been able to see a climb into the metal gray. Would have been nice to see the metal gray to, yep, de-digivolve the Crimson Mode.
Very nice. Very nice.
So now we're going to get to Overflow 5. Medieval Gallant has been popped already. So now if we can Zudo, we can clear it. Or if we Melga Ace, you have a little bit of clear. It's really interesting because like the Jesmon's obviously been a really good like point of pressure. But I feel like we normally see a lot of Purge play Omni-X, do whatever. But instead we're just going to play Garurumon for the 4 memory that we got back. And then we still haven't used the Zudo. Are you trying to add back Melga?
Add the beer? I'm not sure if I want to add the beer. Okay.
It's just slightly off the table, so we can't actually see what's in hand. I see some people standing up in the back, so it looks like some of these round 1 games are finishing.
Okay. We're gonna.
You're not.
Alliance itself, right? Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I can now give himself alliance because
Yeah, because the guy was played. You now get alliance, and it has rush presumably from the brothers. The thing is, you get some value back, but you have 3 red ace targets staring you down right now. So unless you can evolve at combat stat, this looks kind of rough. Yeah, sure, you got 2 of the black option. Melga can't do anything right now. Needs to hit 4 colors to hit a 6. This is where I wonder if they're on the warg. I also don't even know what they added back. What's it gonna be? Yeah, we were asking if the token has a level. So yeah, I think we were thinking of just committing the Melga and trying to get rid of the token. It's gonna be 3 cost. Yeah, into the Zudo.
This sees another Digimon of what would be played, so then it can give something else alliance. Yep. And may attack.
Okay, so we're gonna go
This is gonna source strip and bounce something.
source strip and bounce. You honestly, you hate everything that comes back here. Medieval's obviously a giant pain.
Token. You're gonna bounce the token. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And
Bouncing the token. Okay. I mean, the token was a blocker.
alliance. I'm gonna have to draw one and trash one with the.
Draw 1, trash 1. Are we gonna maybe try and punch over one of the bodies? This is dangerous. You're 14k. Like, you're really not that big. Oh, wow. We go into security. And we hit purge. 2 bodies into the... Yeah, I don't know if I would have liked to push security here. I think I would have liked to see him try and punch into a body. How is it that the brothers give rush? That's the thing I just want to double check. Like, how do the brothers give rush? ultimately it's not going to matter because the clown car is out. Your turn. All your level 5 or higher adventure trait gain rush. No, it can attack. Man, that's just straight up a your turn. That's crazy. You just don't have to suspend for it. Yeah, it totally can. Melgay trigger with the Garou already. Yeah, so it can actually just swing.
So we've done the.
Oh, Metal Gay triggered with the Garou already. It's not a Yume.
Effect here. Gonna target this again and then pop it. Alright, I'll hash in 2 of these. Yep, so you're gonna put out 2.
I searched the word Metal Greymon like I wasn't gonna get 500 Metal Greymon showing up. Metal Greymon. Your turn once per turn.
Yep.
Are played. Yeah, it's not. It is mandatory. Interesting. Yeah, so it would have whiffed. I was gonna say I guess you would just attack with the other one, but you would lose out on your draw one trash one. We are gonna double float into 5s as all the things get popped, and we are going to make a Melga that only clears Magnamon.
This, and I think I'll get overflow from the. Yeah, of course, yeah. So 1, 2, 3.
Hey, I mean, saved himself.
Cannot pop with anything with this because it's out of range. I still have this to resolve.
So we still got the Jessmon and the is it the medieval to get it?
This doesn't have any buffs.
It's outside the range of the body. So we're gonna swing Alliance 2 checks here. So I mean, credit where credit's due. He survived the turn. You know. It survived the turn. It does have the funny thing. Welcome to the chat, people that are new to the chat. Surely in this position. Man, there were so many red Digimon in this. I do wonder if he's on the Fire Rocket build. Because we didn't see any Fire Rockets either. But like, I'm just noticing like a pretty standard theme is like every single level 6 on this board right now is red. Which does make you wonder if we've just maybe seen TJ low roll. Okay, so they have stools. They have stools. That makes a bit more sense. That's why when standing and when seated, they look the same.
I swing with something. You can block it. I play something out. Get rid of Meldex. Take turn from me. And wreck me. Your Ricky might take there. Ganku's also a blocker.
This is still a pretty rough situation, obviously, to be in, but
Can't de-digivolve him. It's a real bad matchup.
yeah, no de-digivolve because everything is a listed body, and you don't exert enough pressure that he feels like he doesn't have to respect the bodies themselves. You've got no float protection. Pseudo?
I'll spend the Ganku and the token, please. Play my Ganku and what, sorry? And your token. Yep.
Oh, that works.
Would you like to tap something else before you destroy? I think I'm going to destroy the token first before I even touch the medieval counter. Okay, so you're popping it with this, right? Yes, and then into your counter. Yep.
Having to pop the tokens, be putting in work, be keeping them Digimon safe. Alliance 2 checks here. Well, Alliance 3 clears the medieval.
No, that is very fair. Okay.
But we didn't thin the board nearly enough.
Yeah, just go for it, I guess. Having to shoot security. I wouldn't overthink it too much.
You can't purge from this position.
A lot outs this to the problems in this deck are de-digivolving.
I'd say, I mean,
don't have the option now.
Or you can just digivolve.
No blockers, so just go for it.
Yep, black over red. We can now actually digivolve, so we're going to DNA into Alphamon or Ryukin.
Tap this. Draw one.
So gain 1. And then it's recover 1, burn 1. And minus 6k. And when Melga leaves the field, crash the stream. But yeah, I mean, this is effectively game 1.
Doesn't see the... I'll take out this.
What is... I hate this guest star nonsense. What?
And then with DNA, I trash 1, and I recover 1. And if I trashed, I'll gain 3.
Okay, we are back. Oh, they're using ICAM.
Are you running an ace level 7? That's the question.
An ace level 7 would go crazy, but I think we are just going to, yeah, swing, scoop.
These 3 ain't doing nothing because I haven't got enough colors.
Round 1 is always, like, not only do people play nervously, it's one of the things I always find as well is people, you know, if they deck profiled their deck the day before just to make sure they've got all their ratios, that's where you sometimes see a little bit of just like extra mistakes, kind of like show up, but also you see a lot of like bricking in the opening games just because they just, you know, all of their pieces were stuck together.